Good day. Welcome to the Summer Drum-A-Long-A-THON, Day 7. I was just practicing with some of these 4-bit patterns. I'm hitting the blue for red and the side for blue. Sorry if that's confusing for you. But these are all of the possible 4-bit patterns. This is it. There's half as many 3-bit, quarter with 2-bit, but there's double the 5-bit, so you can see how music gets infinite. Anyway, I'm playing along with a little loop. Often you should play along with the metronome, but I like to play with loopers, so this is just a little... It's something that I can find the pulse for and then play along. Bop, boop, bop. Bop, boop, bop. Into the looper I have this ukulele plugged in. So basically how it works with a looper is you click it. I can click it with my foot when I want it to start. So, turn this up. I can start a beat. Get out whatever drum you want. Get your peanut butter drum. And just, let's bring up the 3 bits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. And we'll do 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7. So there we were starting on the beat, like 1. But with like subdivision, we can start any of those 3 dots on the beat, right? I could do that second dot to fall on the 1. It would sound like this. Or I can have the last dot of those 3 bits hit the 1. Let's switch between. Let's start 1. The middle one. Last one. Let's do that with 1. 1. Then let's do the middle one. Or the last one falling on the 1. So that's a pretty subtle difference between the 3. But anyway, this is just me warming up before we get into the nitty-gritty of the day, which is playing along with some beatmaps. We're going to mostly work on songs with Taiko no Tatsujin, but I just want to show you these double dot patterns. These groups can be used to practice music in all sorts of ways. It's not just the video game. I should also introduce my friend Don Chan. This is the character from Taiko no Tatsujin, and I've had this plushie for about a month or two. I forgot to bring them downstairs. I should have had them here for the stream from the get-go. So for that, I apologize. Let's hide our double dots. Let's bring up our game. Usually I'm not actually in this menu, am I? Usually I'm further along. So this is the game menu. There's lots of things you can check out, but we're just interested in the game mode. It does have 1 and 2 player stuff if you have 2 drum controllers. And yeah, you see Don Chan up there. Let's see. So the goal of today is to play a whole bunch of songs on Taiko no Tatsujin, not with the regular controllers, but with random objects. I'm going to drum on balloons for the most part. You may have all sorts of different objects that you want to drum upon, and that's okay. Pick one of them to be represented by the red circle, pick one of them to be represented by the blue circle, and that's how it works. You can see Don Chan above me up there. Let's put him to the side. He will hang out over there. Gotta be good though. Okay. So on the side here, we can see there's all these categories. A couple days ago, it was really rainy, so I thought we should do all the classical pieces. So we've done all the classical pieces. And then I thought, hey, let's keep doing entire categories. So yesterday we did all of the pop songs. So today we're going to do anime. So these are all the introductions to cartoon television shows. And we get a wide variety of types of themes for this. So we're going to try to do most of these today. Let's start with something simple. In fact, Doraemon, I don't know if you know who Doraemon is. Basically, they are a long-standing anime character. You've probably seen them before. They're this happy sort of, I don't know if that's a seal or a sea otter, fictional character for the manga and anime series Doraemon, created by Fujio. Is a male robotic cat. Okay. It's not an otter or a seal at all. It's a male robotic cat. So this has a very kid show, sing-songy. So this will be a nice warm-up. Let's go normal mode, even though it's only 1-star normal mode, which means we're mostly going to get hits on the beat. So this is a bit of a march. So for this, I get to find my second balloon. I'm going to get a red and a blue balloon. The red one I'm going to put in my legs. And the blue one will be the blue balloon, just not to confuse you. And as I was saying, this is a march. So when you first hear the music, what I want you to do is find the pulse. And maybe count along to this one. Like a one. It's probably going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. And you will see most of the beats will probably land on that. So we're going to start off with something super simple. Doraemon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I've ever played this song. Yep. So that was super jolly. Maybe too jolly for you. I don't know how you're feeling on this Thursday. So let's keep going. You can see we had Megadon-chan playing all the notes for us because we are not playing this game properly today. To play this game properly, we would, of course, have a drum controller, or we'd be in a arcade. All right, let's move on. What I wanted to say is we have it on auto mode. So Megadon is taking care of all the notes for us. So if we miss or make a mistake, that's okay. And in music, if you make a mistake, you want to just keep going. Play past your mistakes. This is something that rhythm games do very well in training you, is just to keep going. All right, this is Spy X Family. I have not seen Spy X Family. I've heard of it. Again, it's another jolly one. Glad we're starting with the jolly ones, because some of these anime shows are not jolly. Nice. What a theme song. I like that one. It was jazzy. It had some sort of offbeat emphasis parts. And yeah, counting is one way to keep it all clear, but maybe it's easier to just not count and just go with the notes. And if you make a mistake, usually these patterns repeat themselves, so just pick it up on the next cycle. Usually these patterns will present themselves more than once. All right, so that was Mixed Nuts. Let's go to Demon Slayer. See, we started off with the happy robot cat, and now we have already descended into Demon Slayer, which is such a strange show. It became super popular. And the kids love it, but what a strange show. I actually saw a couple of episodes of it. Anyway, it's only 2-star normal and only 3-star hard, so maybe we'll try both normal and hard. Get your tapping implements ready. Here we go. So, yeah, that was very easy normal mode, and not only was it most of the time on the downbeat, but it was usually just the first beat of each measure, the downbeat. So it was on the beat, on the downbeat. And when there's this few notes, you actually need to engage your brain and keep listening to the music, see how your stuff fits in, engage with the music and active listening when you're not actually actively playing. You have to keep your head in the piece. So that was almost too few notes to keep you engaged. You really have to concentrate. So let's see how hard is. Went too fast there for one of those patterns, but that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. So yeah, hard mode is still, it doesn't throw a ton of notes at you, but some of them are trickier. We had the da 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 do da sort of triplet things going on. Sometimes I explain these things well, sometimes not. Let's keep going. Got there. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Jujutsu Kaisen. Cour 1 opening theme. I will be honest, I do not know what all these shows are. I think I've played this one before, and it has a lot of offbeat stuff, so let's do our best to follow along. This one is only 5-star normal, but if I remember correctly, I think it's pretty tricky. But let's give it a go. yes, this song is practically an etude on how to play offbeats. Lots of offbeats on that one. And you see them very clearly. There's that line all the time. That's the downbeat, which is the strongest offbeat. And they were often putting the notes on either side of that line. They're like, anything but the downbeat. This is offbeat song. So if you want to practice your offbeats, I recommend Kitan. Kitan? Kitten. It's like a kitan. Uh-oh. Do I tempt the mouse? This is from Frozen 2, so this is a Disney copyright, which I'm not going to poke the mouse. Not today. Let's come back to that. We skipped Guren no Yumiya. We'll come back to it. Yeah, let's do Neon Genesis Evangelion. You know, I've seen this word so many times, but I've said it out loud so few. The song's actually called A Cruel Angel's Thesis, which is great. Very old anime. So this is an old song. So that had some very subtle offbeats. I don't know if you noticed. It was like boop, 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 ba, boop, ba, boop, ba. So that last beat is just a little bit early. And yeah, if you're having trouble with it, listen to the tune and see if you can find that offbeat stuff. You don't always have to get it by counting. Butterfly from Digimon. I love, you know, I grew up in the golden age of cartoons, theme songs, so I find this to be very fun. And like I said, this is the base game of Taiko no Tatsujin. It comes with about 75 tunes or so, but there is a subscription service, Taiko Music Pass. You can see at the top there. So if you subscribe to that, then there are literally hundreds extra tunes. So these anime sections, the anime section is very large in Taiko Music Pass, and you know, 90% of the things I've never heard of them, but there's some fun music in there. So let's go with Digimon Adventures, sort of a rockin' theme. Keep it normal. Nice. Tons of offbeats there. And really, once you start looking for offbeats in music, you're going to find them all over the place because it makes it more exciting. If everything was on the beat, we would find music, it would become very boring very quickly. You need that offbeat. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. We have done this one on normal mode. And it's a 2-star normal mode. So I'm feeling spicy. Let's try it on hard. And see what it's like. Sailor Moon was one of the earliest big deals in the anime space. At least in the West. So some of that was probably pretty tricky if this is early for you, but yeah, it was fun. And most of that probably would be within grasp. It's just they're throwing a lot of patterns at you in succession. They're not giving you a breather to go, okay, that was tough. What's coming next? It's like, no, you're doing this and you're also thinking about what's coming next all at the same time. And the more you play this, the easier that will become, of course. Dragon Ball. So yeah, as I was saying, Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball, as far as like anime in the West, these were some of the early cartoons that you could actually find on television in the 90s. And then the rest of the anime explosion came later. But this Dragon Ball has been around since like the 70s. And I'd say I actually don't know exactly when that track was released, but it has a very late 70s, early 80s flair. So I love it. All right, we're going to go normal mode. Definitely. Lovely. This remind me of, like, you know, Transformers theme song. Never watched G.I. Joe, but I still remember the theme song. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Loving it. Okay, so I think we have 2 left that I'm going to play because we are not going to do anything from Frozen. So we have the most depressing anime of all time, or one of the happiest, most chipper animes of all time. Which do we do to start with? Should we go chipper to depressing, or depressing to chipper? Also, the depressing one is harder. You know what? Let's do the super depressing one first, and then we will palate cleanse with My Neighbor Totoro. So this is Attack on Titan, which is maybe one of the most depressing shows I've ever watched a few episodes of. You know, it's people struggling for survival in a post-apocalyptic medieval town that's surrounded by giants, and all of their friends are eaten by giants all the time. This is a kickin' theme song. It's fire. Very depressing show, but that theme song gets me pumped up, which is nice. How hard is that one on hard? Extreme is 8, which means it's quite tricky. I can usually play a 7 with no problem, but 8 is usually usually there's a couple of parts that I cannot play. So let's try it. We're getting into that zone of the show where things are getting too tricky. So if you can't execute this on drums, there's still ways that you can engage. You can still count along. Just try to tap the pulse. Count along. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, depending on how fast the pulse is. You can also... You may have noticed that there are letters underneath the different drum hits. It says Don with the red, and it says Ka with the blue. So it's Don or Do if it's fast, like Do Do Don. Do Do Don 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 Do Do Don Ka Don Don Ka Don Ka. Try speaking these as they come by. Of course, the more notes there are, the harder that will be. So let's see how far we can get. Extreme mode, Attack on Titan. yeah, too hard to sight read on level 8. There's a lot of 5-bit patterns, and they keep switching up, and like... and the thing with 5-bit patterns, and when they start throwing them at you with it like in fast succession like that, that's when you really have to start to think what arm are you leading with, because when it's red, red, blue, red, 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 blue, red, red, you can't be thinking about, oh, which arm am I going to be lifting to hit the blue? Because guess what? If you start with your right hand, then it makes sense to hit the blue one with your right hand. If you start with your left hand, it makes more sense to hit the blue with your left hand. And when they're throwing them at you in quick succession, you can't be thinking about it. You just have to be doing it. And every 5-bit pattern has these little tricks of which one are you leading with, and you have to move to hit the other one. So that's where the practice comes in, running these, getting them in your muscle memory so that you can see that chunk and you don't have to think about it. And I don't quite have it in my muscle memory to just see those really fast 5-bit chunks and just to be able to know what's happening. So if I practice that wouldn't be unachievable. But 8-star extreme is not a joke. That's usually where you have to start breaking the pieces down and practicing them. So with that out of the way, oh man, we could definitely do a 5-star extreme for this song. This is like the happiest. This movie definitely came out in the 1980s, and this theme song is definitely there. Wow, it's only a 1-star hard. Let's see what a 1-star hard looks like. Hopefully it's not too hard. All right, happy tunes. Yeah, 1-star hard. Not too bad. There was definitely some. It wasn't all 1, 2, 3, 4 on the pulse, so they did play around a little bit. Just because we did it with the last one. Let's see what Extreme Totoro looks like. We're gonna be extremely happy. It's only 5-star. nice, easy breezy expert mode piece. If you want to think about what you want your first expert mode piece to be, you could do worse than My Neighbor Totoro. It has some tricky little patterns, but it's not too fast. So it's really good. All right, that was all of the anime songs minus the Disney piece, because I don't want to mess with their copyright lawyers. Nasty, nasty. So what we are going to do is talk a little bit about my B goal of the summer, which is to play something which is super hard, which is a piece called Megalovania. So part of this summer is about drilling these pieces and just getting more familiar with these patterns. And every day I'm going to try a little bit of Megalovania to, try to achieve extreme mode, which is a 9-star extreme mode, which is more than I could do. But to do that, you might have to practice. And for the most part with these songs, like, what I love about rhythm games is you don't have to practice a lot. For the most part, you can just keep playing. As you're getting better at these, you can just keep playing ones and they will teach you to play the game. You don't have to drill on the same piece over and over again until a certain point. And then there are certain things that are going to be just too difficult to do. Like, you don't get it at speed and you have to slow it down, and then it might click for you. But I think musicians, like the traditional way, we slow down pieces way too much. We should spend way more time playing the piece at tempo, because incrementally speeding up is not always as easy as people think. But there are ways to practice this stuff. For example, I have made some videos on this YouTube channel that practice these different patterns. Let's do this. I think that's going to come there. Oh, let's see. Okay, I have to press something. I have to do a thing. Do I have some? Oh, it's because this is muted. Okay. Technical difficulties all abound. Before we get going with this, I tried playing this yesterday, but I had some... This week's all about technical difficulties and smoothing those out. And I had some very nasty delay echo on these videos yesterday. So I tried a different sound setting. And I think it shouldn't be playing it twice at a quarter of a second off, which is unlistenable. So if you were playing along yesterday and you got to this point, I apologize. It's hard to do this and the technical stuff all at the same time, but I'm learning to do that better. This is, the third goal is to make all of the streaming mistakes over the summer so that I can get better at it. And this was a learning experience. So let's do 3-bit drills. I hope it is not an echoey mess and it actually makes sense. You can add 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 4. Try leading with different hands. Right, left, right, left, right. Lead with your left. Try alternating. Left, playing them all in a row like that is, you know, more for swag than anything else. All right, faster. 16ths. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 40 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 40 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 40 and a 4. This is going to be hard. Here's the real swag. He's real swag. I couldn't even do it. So, playing along with this, even if you're just doing the first half, it'll get all of these in your muscle memory. And you will recognize some of these 3-bit patterns from Taiko no Tatsujin. They use them all over the place because, you know, this is what music is made of. They really love the... That's in hard and extreme mode, they start throwing those repeated 3-bit patterns at you all the time. So I have the 3-bit drills. I also have one that does all the 4-bit patterns. Oh, wait, let's just pause that for a second. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Listen to the pulse. 1, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Remember to lead with both hands. This has a triplet feel now. a swag moment here. All right, so yeah, these I built these beat maps in a game called Osu, which is free to download. One can just do it, and it has a Taiko mode, and it has a yeah, it has a Taiko mode, and it has an editor where you can put in your own tracks or someone else's tracks, and you can build your own beat maps to them. In fact, I've made a bunch of beat maps for some Calgary artists, and we are almost out of time, so let me show you one of those. This is by someone I used to work with at the National Music Center.
Here's my story. I moved to a new place to pick up the pieces and get myself straight. After a lifetime of hurt, nothing but pain, you shone a light for me, and everything changed. You made me aware of what's going on inside, not feeling worthy and
right. Thank you so much to Justine for letting me use her song to make that beat map. It is available on this YouTube channel if you want to practice. That wasn't the hardest beat map of all time, but there was some tricky bits in there, and if you want to go back and practice, you can totally do that. So I should... Let's just do one run of Megalovania at 80% mode. We're going to run it at 80% mode. So the pitch will be slightly down. So there's a lot of notes. 80% is pretty good. Almost. All right, surprisingly, that was actually better. I feel like practice is sinking in a little bit. When it's this many notes and the patterns are that complicated, I might just need to memorize the patterns and get used to doing it really fast. That was only 80% speed, and that last 20% is going to be tricky. Hopefully that wasn't an echoey mess for you. At least I know the first parts worked. So thanks for tuning in to the Summer Drum-A-Long-A-Thon, Day 7. I'll be back tomorrow because it's Friday. TGIF. Hope you're well out there. Hope you're going to enjoy this